Hello, I am a shrimp, and today I'm building yet another one of my Labubu apartments in my big into energy Labubu themed apartment building, residential units. Today we're doing love because, come on, it's Valentine's Day weekend and I love a vague theme. And I mean that with every fiber of my little low effort being. Seriously, if I was playing a game about ducks and happened to be wearing my duck socks, I'd be like, excellent. I'm not actually sure if I have duck socks, but you get what I mean. But yeah, big into energy, Labubu. Love, as you saw in the little picture at the start, very pink, hot pink, leaning into like red. So it's all reds, pinks. There's of course some white because you gotta have some other color going on. It was very, very fun. Obviously, I very much enjoy building in The Sims. They're all fun, but I feel like I had a lot of fun in this one because pink's not my color, okay? I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with it, probably more so when I was younger, and now I'm like, it's not for me, but like it's cool. So I don't build with a lot of pink. Maybe a few little things here or there. You know, maybe if my sim is particularly in pink, but full-out pink builds, not very common. I think I did one once years ago, mostly because I remember using a lot of flamingos. It might have been flamingo themed, I'm not sure, but you know. I was obviously talking about all this pink whilst the kitchen is very, very red. The kitchen is definitely red is the base color, and then there's a lot of pink accents. The rest of the apartment flows more into the pink with some red accents or just various shades of pink depending on the room. I will say, I feel like I would it be too much of a kind of intentional pun to say I kind of love this apartment? I was trying to do it a bit different to, so far at the moment of recording I've only built Luck and Hopes down on the ground floor that you briefly saw the outlines of. And I mean, I'm trying to mix up the layout a little bit between them. I don't want them to all look completely carbon copies of each other, even though they are within the same, like the external wall shape of each unit is the same. They're the same shape. But this is the first one that is 2-bedroom. It's not a it's not a big second bedroom. It's big enough, but it's not, you know, nothing too extravagant. Room enough though if you wanted to move things around and add an extra bed, like bunk beds or something. I picture like a sim and they're like teenager living here. That's sort of my mental image, but I don't have like super strong idea of the Sims that live here beyond of, well, they better like red, they better like pink, and they're probably making the most of Love Struck, because I've certainly made the most of Love Struck's building pie. I think that they are, at least one of them is very passionate about cooking, so I feel like this kitchen is spacious. It has a lot of appliances, a lot of kitchen clutter, in a, you know, nice, tasteful, active kitchen way. You know, maybe they express love via cooking, maybe they just love cooking. Maybe it's for all the dinner parties they're totally hosting, because wait till you see the dining room. These are some social Sims. Luck and Hope may have had adequate hosting facilities, but I feel like this, like it loves to host a party. There's dinner parties. They have a whole big bar set up. They have a quite spacious, cozy, but open living room. There's a little kind of office nook, if you will, the 2 bedrooms, and then what I'm just going to say is what I consider, well, no, I think by anyone's standards it's a pretty extravagant bathroom, but it's very, very, obviously being in pink and red color schemes, it's very much its own pop of personality. I feel like I could imagine a sim that is pursuing fame, whether that be through acting or not, living here. Like, I feel like it's extravagant, but not like there's no gold toilets or anything, you know, but it's fancy in its own way, in its own style. It was a fun build. Obviously, like I said, I'm uploading this Valentine's weekend for the fun. Whether you do Valentine's or Galentines or Palentines, or it's just a Saturday shut up at times. How's your weekend? I personally am not really huge on Valentine's. I kind of appreciate some of the pun-based plushies out there, depending on the specifics. Highlight of, I think it was either last year or the year before, I got an acorn. I don't even remember did he get me it or did I get him it, but acorn holding a little heart says I'm nuts about you. You know, it's fun. Listen, if you know me, you know I don't have to be convinced to partake in a pun. I love a good and or terrible pun. But yeah, this year, focus. This year, I got some roses, which I'm not like a big getting flowers person, but I feel like we've kind of ended up with this tradition. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just amused because I don't care about getting flowers. But one year, I think he got me roses. I mean, they looked nice. I was looking at them. It was like, hey, why not? And now it's become a bit of a thing. I think this is the 3rd year in a row. Though mostly thanks to last year, I got ones they were from Lidl, but they came in a really nice red pot. And really, it was for the red pot. And they didn't survive so well. I'm going to say they were a victim to early move time chaos. They were doing well, and then there was a lot of life stuff, and then they didn't do so well, and then they kind of maybe became a little bit crisp. This year, I'm more optimistic, you know? I have no impending giant life transitions. I hope. But yeah, they're snazzy. They're red. I love red. Red's one of my favorite colors, so I'm happy. I wouldn't have minded either way, but I'm happy, you know? So yeah, if you would like to ramble about your fun times. I feel like as a kid, as a teenager, like watching stuff like Friends and stuff, I really thought I'd become a person that had more of a Palentine's, Galentine's vibe. And I mean, I'm sure, in my teenage years, I'm sure me and my one friend probably did do some stuff, whether it was just like a movie night. But I feel like, when you just watch things on TV and you think, wow, that's what my life's gonna be like. And it's super social and organized and themed, and then you grow up. Wow. Obviously, the very organized social butterflies out there may actually be doing the experience, but... So, the sim build, the sim build. As you may note, the main bedroom is a little bit get famous fancy. I had to use those wardrobes, I feel like. They add the nicest blend of modern yet fancy in the color scheme. Because I feel like those wardrobes are, fancy. Walk-in wardrobe style, even though it's not walk-in wardrobe in this case. Extravagant, but it's not as potentially over the top as the golden toilet is, Just saying. And then the smaller room, I've definitely made it as it's a bed, a desk. There's a lot of artwork and stuff. I pictured the sim in there is a very creative sort. I also use one of the framed TVs that hopefully they'll be able to just, chill in bed watching TV. I wanted to make it much like the rest of the apartment, just very, very big on personality. I even end up with the bathroom is sort of in 2 parts, or each side of it's more defined. There is one side that is leaning into the city living, the fancy robotic talking toilet, whatever that's called, and associated sink and that color scheme. The other side is the shower. It's more neutral, but it's very much an extravagant shower. Whether you and 10 friends could probably fit in there, or at least you and 3 friends. There may be multiple showers. But you know what? I kind of like the idea of, I know it's not the realistic functionality, but I like the idea of the one sim going in, turning all the showers, and just being super duper extra shower time. That's probably what I would do if I, like, I don't know, stayed at like a Airbnb or something that had some stupid shower setup. I'd probably be like, maximum water. There is also a nice little bath with a nice little window view. You may debate how nice the view itself is, but there is window, there is light. They'll have a great time. I tried to also make some sort of built-in bookcase vibes. I've one bookcase behind the desk in our little office nook, and then I tried to use archways to make 2 little sort of built-in looking bookcases, which I realize I think are the one things that may have gotten left out of the gallery upload. Because I did the trick to upload it as a room and delete walls, but I don't think I deleted their walls. So if you did download this and go, what's meant to be around the desk? Just, you know, a couple of archways, a couple of bookcases, it's fine. I will be uploading this build entirely once I have finished all of them. We are, well, this is the 3rd one, so we're, halfway, give or take, there. I don't remember if I mentioned this in my last video, but I did, don't worry, I did realize that technically there are more Labubus in the series than the limit for 1 lot's residential units, which I did not remember whenever I got excited and actually had this idea. Because I was like, I can totally do like the 6 not special, slightly less rare, whatever, Labubu, and then the more rare Labubu. And I'm kind of weighing up in my head if I want to do like a top penthouse floor, and I can either do it, decorate it like it's an apartment, but obviously it can't be a functional resident unit, and maybe everyone just goes up there to hang out, whatever. It's just a cool spot. Or what I am thinking of doing, if I don't do that, is I might make luck and hope, because I feel like their places are the most style complementary. But I might make them 1 residential unit, so it's kind of like they're roommates and they have their own apartments, but it's 1 unit technically. And then I could make the top floor still a unit size. Obviously, future anyone downloads this can do it whatever way around they want, but I'm just thinking out loud on what ways I would like to try to make the best of the Sims limitations. Do I have a single Sim thought in my little brain? I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of, you know, when you go through the phases of like playing The Sims a lot and then you don't, and outside of trying to keep up with doing a little building, because I do very much enjoy it, I haven't been playing a lot gameplay wise, and I don't know, I'm not like, I think partly that's just been a life phase, Sim phase, but I'm sure in part it's probably because there's less, but not none, but less of my go-to Sims content to keep me interested. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about any of the creators I follow, either taking a step back or trying to focus on more games in addition to The Sims. I'm like, it's all good, you do you. All games content is fun. I am enjoying the swarm, shall we say, of Animal Crossing content. I still have to actually play Animal Crossing since we got the update though, but I don't know, I feel like that'll completely take over, so I might wait till I kind of finish up with Little Sim World. Quotation marks and finish up because I don't really know if there's going to be a specific end point or if the quest will just keep going forever and ever, in which case I may just have to suck it up and play even more games all at one go. I know, it's terrible, right? It's mostly because I have another YouTube channel that I'm trying to keep focused on. If it was just this, I'd be like, yeah, sure, we'll do it all. But yeah, anyone who has been playing Animal Crossing, like, how is it? I can't wait to, like, hang out or say hi at least to the Caps family. That hotel must be a fun place. But yeah, I kind of really want to make all of the Labubu. I want to make Labubu Sims. I think whenever I finish this, I'll make Labubu themed Sims to move into their corresponding Labubu themed apartments. I think that could be a fun little build. I don't know which one I'd like. I mean, I could just cycle between them all, I know, but I'm like, which one would I stick with the most? Because I'm not very good at like cycling through back and forth between families. I tend to be like one main family per save file. And then if I actually stick around long enough for their kids to grow up and move out, then maybe I either follow one or I kind of switch back and forth and then slightly lose interest. I try, though. I try. It's just, do I blame the loading screens or just because I'm in the habit of being like one place? I think it's part of the reason I like to build more community lots, because I'm really bad for just letting my Sims just be at home. Because I would quite happily just stay at home, but you know what? Sometimes you do need to go out into the world for your own good. Or for the benefit of your Sims. Happens sometimes. I don't actually... well, I mean, I have a whole build list. I've mentioned... I keep a little list in my notes app of Sim build ideas, but I don't think I have a... like, current woo exciting idea for a community lot. The last thing really was the ice rink I built a few videos back. The ice skating rinks, that was fun. I don't know, maybe I need to scroll through my list a little. Or like I said in my previous, I think it was the previous video, I do have some things, some projects that have been slightly waylaid that I should get back to. Especially, like, building all the cat stuff here. I'm like, I had some animal-themed builds I need to get to. But I also said last week I want to do, like, probably a 10-minute build challenge, just to challenge myself. Both for the sake of it, for the amusement, because that's going to be chaotic. Who knows what I'm ending up with, like a roof and one wall. Well, you know, maybe 3 walls, who knows. Mostly because I know, I keep saying it, I've said it the last couple of videos, it's starting to feel a bit like a self-roast. But I'm always kind of surprised how long it's taken me to build things. What really drove into my head this time is I built this over 2 days, and I did most of the decor and everything the first day. The second day was literally just me coming back in and doing like the clutter and decorations. Like the plants, the posters, the clutter items. Just doing that took me, give or take, like an hour and 25 minutes based on the recording time. Now I know sometimes trial and error, see what works, and go back and forth, but I did not think. I thought this will take me like half an hour tops. No. Now granted, part of it is just scrolling through all of the lists of things, but I was surprised. So I will be genuinely curious what I could come up with in like, honestly 10 minutes is gonna be rough. I feel like I'll dive in deep, do a 10-minute, and then try like some half hour maybe once, you know, see how it goes. Which should be interesting because, you know, my builds are generally because I had an idea and I have an idea going in. So if I'm just like, here's your time slot, build something, who knows what I'll come up with. It's either going to be amazing or amazingly chaotic. And either way, that's going to be fun. Fun, 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 fun. Do you think this apartment building should have a hot tub on the top? Like a roof hot tub area? Sorry, that's just me thinking. Mostly because I'm looking at all the little neon lights and it's giving me party vibes, and that's making me think about the top of the building. I don't know. Like, it's already a mishmash of color themed based on Labubus. A hot tub rooftop sounds pretty snazzy. Maybe a little barbecue area, you know, nice little, yeah, they could have a rooftop hangout. Oh, hi, having ideas out loud. Watch to see if I actually remember that. I'd like to, though. They could all have like a color coordinated chair, maybe with the camping chairs or some chairs. I don't know. Whatever chair has a lot of other colorful swatches. It's slightly, I can see it in my mind slightly. The idea is growing. I also don't know if these Sims have cats and dogs or just bought a really big bed for their cats. in addition to all of the trees and smaller pet beds. Haven't decided that in my head. Might be a bit of both. Might be like 27 cats. Mild exaggeration, I know, but wouldn't it be fun? I do wish that like Sims 4 had made the pets more like Sims 3? Or 2, or both. Doubting myself, but like previous games where they like didn't count towards the sim limit in the household, but they had like their own little separate household bar. It was nice. Like many things, it was nice. Not that I'm at all nostalgic for past times when, you know, things weren't that bad. Sorry I did or did not yawn, depending on whether you heard that. You believe me, right? You believe me. Oh, you know what? That's what's weirding me out. I can't hear the build music. And do you know why I can't hear the build music? Because I didn't realize my wireless headset turned off. I was like, wow, this is a quiet build. Wait a minute, this isn't meant to be a quiet build. Oh, I'm observant. I swear. But you know what? Do you guys, like, whenever you build a lot, sometimes you just don't even register the music anymore. And that is a prime example. Prime example. I'm looking for doing, because the next Labubus will be, what is it? Is it happiness and, is it loyalty or serenity? The orange and green ones. I think of my next ones. I think that's actually all 3 of the other ones I need to do, but the orange and green ones are probably my probable ones because I haven't built. You know, I'm a little bit purple and blued out. Watch me build my next thing in entirely purple and blue, but you know. Pink and red was a nice change. Orange or green will be a very much change. The green particularly, I don't really use a lot of green outside of plants and stuff. I'd like to do, like outside of Labubu ideas, I'd like to do like a green themed house. One part just because it'd be something different, and one part honestly just because green was like one of my nanny's favorite colors, and I'm like, I might not build something that'd be to her style, but I feel like it'd be kind of nice to just build a little green build and be like, thought of you, miss you. Don't worry, it's been quite a few years, it's okay. But you know, like the little things that make you think of people, and it's just a nice little warm fuzzy feeling for you to interact with, create with, whatever the vibe is. And I should probably mention, it's linked in the description, the gallery link, but my ID is Shrimp Chew, like shrimp, CHU. I'm sure that, I don't know. I feel like I don't need to spell that out, but at the same time, what if you misheard it and thought I said shrimp shoe, you know? There ain't no shoes for these shrimp feet, don't worry. But yeah, it's up there along with the others and eventually the entire build. And oddly enough, all the other builds I've uploaded because that's how the gallery works, shrimp. Do you guys ever realize that you don't, like, not in a you don't remember, but like, because I was thinking about this for like the purposes of me ever rambling about anything after, I realized I don't really hold on to whatever's happened in my day for very long. There's been some times where I've had like something happen, like just maybe a little interaction or a funny moment, or a thought I had based on something I watched or whatever, and I go, I should totally remember that and ramble about it either here on a nice Sims build or like over on Twitch while I'm streaming, you know. Inject the personality. Pretend I am indeed a person. And not like 5 plushies in a trench coat. 5 big plushies, you know. 5 medium-sized plushies, I don't know. I'm not gonna work out the height ratio in plushies. But then I feel like when I come to do the things, I'm not thinking about earlier in my day. Earlier in my day is too far in the past. Everything is gone. And I don't know if that's a little bit of a neurodivergent thing or just a bad memory thing or, well, a little overlap of both thing or whatever. But like, does that happen to you guys? It's like I had a story from like 2 weeks ago in work that I was like, I'm gonna tell people because this was just interesting. It wasn't that interesting, but you know, when it happens, it's interesting. And I keep forgetting about it. And I know what you're thinking, Shrimp, are you going to tell us now? And no, because I feel like I could probably work it into a themed build. Oh, that's right. The closest idea, I kind of want to try my hand at building an office lot. Like with like cubicles and, you know, a little... Not necessarily like cafe area, but you know, a little cafeteria, canteen, whatever. A fake office lot for no other reason than I think a couple of builds ago or maybe I was just playing normally in it, but in the desks I think it's from either Growing Together or Parenthood, the desk that has the little clear like plastic window on the back of it, and it says about like, you know, this will make sure your like Sims or employees don't feel like they're in a cubicle or whatever, and I thought that would be fun to make like a little modern cubicle vibe. Could maybe make it a small business. I have already built a computer lounge, but I could build a better one. But I could also just, you know, make it for pure aesthetics. Maybe someone out there would actually have use for it. Maybe somewhere down the line I would have use for it. It could just make places look inhabited until then, I guess. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, feel free to check out my channel. I have a variety of builds for everybody's tastes. More than you'd initially think, because I initially did my Sims builds on my other channel before I sort of made it a little more very horror focused. So they're in the playlist on this channel. I made nice little collab playlists, so if you wanted. But yeah, I do a lot of random home builds, random idea builds, recreating things from other games and shows and whatever, although it's been a while since I've done that. I'm like, I need to do another. I have a few games I kind of want to build stuff from, but yeah. Thank you again if you listened to all my beautiful ramble. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, goodbye.